Good.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this new stream, Beardy's Funnies, where we'll be making models. You can make whatever you want, model diorama based on anything, as long as it's got either a funny thing element to it or a connection to something funny. So, with that in mind, here are my co-hosts.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. We've put John over in that bottom corner so that when we bring the chat up, we can still see him. I must say, John, your hair is blending in beautifully with your background today.
Thank you. And the front of my t-shirt.
Yes. It's like there's a hole in your middle. And how are you two this morning?
I'm good. I'm just writing something down. Excuse me.
I'm all right.
Yeah. Let's go with Tiff. What have you got planned for this build?
Ooh, okay. Hang on. I have these little guys from a tabletop roleplay game called Moonstone.
Yeah.
So I was just about to do that. Thank you. So they're all little goblins. This one's like a lab guy or like a shaman or something like that. There's a smaller than usual like a dwarf orc wearing a suit of armor, and there is one riding on a pug, and the pug is called Doug the Flatulent. So these are all
chair farty pants. Maybe it should be Gary the Flatulent.
Yeah. These are all wonderfully packaged as well. Because it's part of a game, you get like the cards and that. But they're all resin, so I will have to go and give them a wash.
Yeah.
But
they're tiny.
Yeah, they are tiny.
You're gonna have so much fun painting them.
Oh no. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah.
I've painted small ones like this before.
That's where you started out doing figures, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you, Modders.
No worries. I thought that pug was rather adorably funny.
John, what's your idea for funny build?
Did you want to explain why it's a funny build to the people who aren't subscribers?
Okay, so go on.
Oh, no, sorry, go on.
So the idea is we are building anything we want, but it has to have a funny element or connection, something humorous about the build, something interesting, or it could be have a connection to a funny film or something like that. There we go.
All right.
So what I've chosen for people to do whatever they want, but it gives them something to think about as well.
Very good. So what I've chosen is this one. It's a mini art Kugelpanzer, a ball tank. Now, I'll show you the kit first. I'll change camera. I'll show you the options that come with the kit. But right, so come on, change. There we are. So you've got an Africa Corps, 1942 to 1946. This is it's not a real tank. There was one built, but it looks nothing like this. This one is a Kriegsmarine 1942, 1946. You got an Australian captured one from North Africa, 6th Australian Cavalry Division. You've got Coastal Defence Mobile Firepoint in Normandy, 1944-45. You've got a captured tank in US Army Service, Europe, 44 to 46. And a mobile firing point of Landing Force Armoured Train 168 Defence of Berlin. Right, so they're the options. I'm not doing any of those. What I've decided on a spur of the moment thing is to make one of these. A cricket ball. So the plan is to have the tires around the thing. I could do stitching and all that sort of stuff like that, and then just paint it sort of red and give it a wash.
So you're going to paint like the ridges on the tire? Right.
I reckon I'm going to drill holes through the tire track and then put actual string around it.
Nice.
Because this is just slightly larger than an actual cricket ball, and I reckon I'd be able to do it with string. So I'm going to try it. What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, what could go wrong? So for mine, I was going to do, because one of the funny films I love is one called Down Periscope, where Kelsey Grammer plays a submarine captain, well, submarine officer, and he's given this really old diesel class submarine to take on the nuclear navy, US nuclear navy in an exercise. So I ordered the correct submarine, which is the Bleo class submarine that they used in the film. I ordered it. The only one I could find is 1/700 scale, which is fine. So I ordered it. Then last night I realized that because it's 1/700 scale and it's a submarine, from the bottom to the top, the height would be about 7 millimeters, which is no good for doing on camera.
No.
So I was like, what can I do? Then I remembered, not so long ago, I made a Los Angeles class submarine, and with that you get two top halves of the hull, because there's two different variants. So I already put the tower on it, so I've got that. So I've got that. So I thought, what could I do with that? Well, I thought, there's a scene at the beginning where he stood on the back of the Los Angeles class about here, and the submarine is going past a coastal golf course, and he stood smacking golf balls off the submarine over the water onto the golf course, onto the putting green. So I'm going to try and make a diorama of that, which means I also get to do water effects.
Nice.
Have a go at them, which should be fun. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So let's go through the chat.
Sure.
It also means I get to show you how I build bases and things for dioramas. Duke says, first comments, I think, although there are 2 likes already, so I may be the third comment. Oh, the agony of waiting 3 hours to find out. Julian, oh, good grief. Second comment, evening, Duke. Duke, good day, Julian. Dieter, oh, grow up, you two. I mean, 7th comment by Duke's count. Dieter, morning all. And I said morning. Athol, what's just got the alerts and already I'm 4th for the comfy chair. John said evening. Evening, John.
G'day. G'day.
I said evening, Marley. Tiff, morning. I'm running late. I slept through my alarms.
Yeah, got here 3 minutes before the stream started.
You did. You did well. Julian, laughing ass off Hagrid. Growing older is mandatory. Growing up is optional. I chose door 2. Gary Morris is in. He says, now then. Hello, Gary. Welcome back, buddy.
Yes.
Julian says, morning, Mikey. Hello. He says, higher scale modeling twins. Julian, morning, Tiff.
Morning.
I said, well, hey, Gary's alive. Welcome back, buddy. Julian, hiya, chair farty pants. Dieter, hey, Gary, man. And SMT is flying the right way up. And I said, here we go. Julian, laugh out loud at the intro. Thank you. Athol says, morning, Tiff and John. Mikey, Tiff and John. Hello.
Morning.
Morning.
Duke, good day, all you beautiful, funny people. Well, we try. Julian, I'm just writing something down. Is it perhaps research notes on World War I aircraft wings, John? Try some innocent look, but look more like Santa's little helper having a difficult poop.
I resemble it.
Gary said, Can I just reiterate that it's my chair that farts and not me?
You can reiterate
that
all you
all you
like,
want,
buddy.
Yeah. Julian, laughing my ass off. Gary, less than a month ago. Yeah. Dieter, John Near has that kit too from Das Work.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Julian, blimey, a googly from that bugger could be a bit naughty, John. Yeah.
Bloody mystery ball.
Dieter, Mikey, that is an idea of me you are going for. Nice. Julian says, Mikey, is that film where the Japanese subcaption says, "Let's go California" and kick the crap out of something big? Or is that 1942? 1942, mate. The one with Kelsey Grammer is supposed to be like the 90s. And he's given control of a Blair-class submarine called the USS Stingray, which is like a diesel-powered sub that's basically covered in rust. And his task is to get past submarine defenses and frigates and things like that to get into the US harbour, set off flares, and then go back out, and then go to another harbour and blow up a ship to prove to the US Navy that it's possible for a Russian diesel submarine to get past their defences. But he's given the remit that he can use whatever techniques he feels he needs to get past them. So he basically starts running it like a pirate ship, and the crew are just completely mental. Like the ship's electrician, the way he tests whether electrics are live or not is he touches a metal screwdriver to them, and if they explode in front of him, he knows that the wire's live. If it shocks him.
Yeah, I've met people like that.
If it doesn't shock him, he knows the wire's dead. And then if he wants to connect two wires and they don't reach, he licks his fingers and holds onto the two wires and lets the current run through him. So it's all sorts of daft things like that. Julian says, "Morning, Athol." Morning, Mikey, Tiff, and John.
Again.
Hello.
Oi, oi.
Sonic says, "Hello, you glorious-ish gits." Thank you, Sonic.
Morning.
Julian, morning, Sonic. Athol, trust you're feeling better, Gary. Hopefully. Amelia's in. She says, "Athol, wave." Dale Mac 3D. Good morning, everyone. Hello, Dale.
Morning.
Here are you?
Amelia, it's so great to see you this morning, Athol. Athol says, "Hello, sexy Amelia. You're up early, or is that just my thinking you have been out
all night.
Been out all night?" Yeah. Couldn't get my head around that then, for some reason. Athol says, "Morning, Dale. Finish the cake." Amelia, yeah, you'll know me so well, Athol. Just got home, you know why. There we go. Dale, hi, Athol. No cake, just a few beers. Hey, not wrong with a few beers. Right. Julian. Joke, the late Queen and Prince Philip went to a regatta in the Royal Navy. Philip pointed and said, "Frigate." The Queen replied reprovingly, "Philip." He said, "No, look, frigate." Very good, Julian. So I've got to make some space for this.
It's all about the base.
It's all about the base.
I'm just going to clean these up before I go and wash them.
Okay.
Oh, and this ball tank, you've probably worked out by now, just by what I've got on the screen. It's a full interior kit, so it's got the engine, the drivetrain, all that sort of stuff. It all sits inside, and
Nice.
then you've got the wheels that sort of go on the outside. So the engine, there we go, runs this big wheel, and that then rubs on the tires spinning them around like that. So, yeah. So you
Cool.
can have it open.
Oh,
So I'll see if I can get a make a figure look like a cricketer or whatever. I've got ideas for a diorama. Having 3 trees that are strategically placed like wickets, and all that. We'll see how we get.
Yeah, why not? Yep. So for the base, I'm going to use 2 sheets of balsa wood. Slight twisted, but that doesn't matter. Because what we're going to do is use 10mm wood to make a frame to go underneath it, which will pull it all flat and hold it all in place, hopefully. Fingers crossed, that's the plan.
Mm-hmm.
these bases are a little bit big for these.
June says, morning, Amelia. Gary, feeling much the same but bored. Don't tell the current Mrs. Morris or she'll give me something to do. Amelia says, hello there, Julian. Sonic says, no treble, no singing either. Yeah. Athol, morning, Sonic. Athol, no tampering with the ball, John, or what's his name did.
Oh, well, that's what Australians do, apparently.
Sonic said, is that a UFO, John?
No, not so much. But I do have it's a Kugelpanzer.
Yeah.
It's a ball tank.
Yeah, it's sort of like a what if thing, isn't it?
It's a what if. So it's got 4 machine guns and it just rolls around and scares the crap out of people. So when it's at a stop, it has these wheels out. They retract them as it's rolling. Apparently, we'll see. I think they do. Maybe. Oh, that's cool. It's got brake pads as well. So they've thought about
it. Julian says, Gary, you're in good company. The late Sir Terence of Wogan was also used to refer to the current Mrs. Wogan. Yeah.
Yeah, the wheels would retract, but not on the kit, on the actual thing.
You could make them retract.
I could. But then I couldn't have the driver sitting at the door yelling out, how's that?
That's true. Are you going to do it in cricket whites?
Well, they were white at one point, but yeah. We'll see. We shall see. Early days yet. I literally thought this up yesterday as the closing credits were rolling, so I haven't put that much thought into it yet.
Cool. So, is anyone else joining in with this build? If so, what are you making? What's your idea based on? What kit are you using? And also, whilst you've been watching this, I've made the stickers for the build public on Red Bull, on the merch store.
Stickers?
So if you want a build sticker for this build, you can get one on there. Yeah. Gary says that's who I stole it from. Sonic says apparently the N-words were given drugs to keep them fighting. Whoever designed that thing clearly took too many. Yeah, that happened a lot in the Second World War.
Yeah.
Julian, there's a gag there about tampering with balls. Disappointed in myself as I can't think of it.
Well, yeah, as I say, I got sandpaper in my pocket ready.
Amelia says, think the world would lose its mind if Taylor Swift retires and says she's pregnant. I feel it's only a matter of weeks until she announces that. Don't say that to Gary. He'll get all upset. He likes Taylor Swift. He's got a soft spot for her.
Never heard of it.
Sonic says, Julian, stop tampering and pay attention. Right, so I've marked them out. I've got to mark the length. So.
Try again in a few seconds.
Shikaboodle.
Kugel Panzer, it's an actual thing, and this is what the real one looks like. It's got 2 steel bits that roll around, and a stabilizing wheel on the back. Not much is known about it. In fact, built by the N-words during World War II, the history of the vehicle is practically unknown, other than the fact that there's at least one example was exported to the Empire of Japan and used by the Kwantung Army. The machine remains something of a mystery due to the lack of records and the incompleteness of the sole surviving model. It's on display at Kublinka in Moscow. Described simply as Exhibit number 37. Speculated the vehicle was captured by the Red Army in Manchuria. There's no record of it being used in combat. So so there is a bull tank. It's just this is a what if bull tank based on that idea.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Kugel is Kugel. It's a Kugel.
Yeah.
Bull elf.
I wonder what Kugel stands for. I imagine ball, actually, because Panzer's tank, isn't it? Julian says, I might paint the BF-109 I have on order as Krusty the Clown's aircraft. That would be brilliant.
Oh.
Because there's an episode, isn't there, where Krusty the Clown fakes his own death by flying his plane into the mountain in front of everyone. That'd be so funny. Amelia says, I'll rub Gary's belly. That'll cheer him up. Well, he didn't like it when me and John did it. Me and John Mayfield sat either side of him, poking him from side to side.
There we go. Kugelpanzer. Well, that's really out of focus.
Oh, there you go. Ball armor.
Yeah. It's
Nice.
a ball tank. Kugel must be ball.
Gary says, Taylor Swift pregnant. To quote Shaggy, it wasn't me. It was me. And then he says, Julian, I'm more of a Sideshow Bob fan. And Gary Morris, she says, Gary Morris laughing faces. Athol says, gives another meaning to shake it all out, as Taylor's song indicated. Too late now, girl. Very good.
Oh, is she a singer, is she? Oh, okay.
Don't say that. You'll upset Gary. He's hoping she has daddy issues.
I think she has more than daddy issues.
Well, she's certainly got something, hasn't she? Besides millions and millions of dollars.
Oh.
There's a lot of flash and stuff to clean up on these, and they're not very well molded.
Julian says, reference drugs in World War II. Both sides gave them to the troops. The RAF gave amphetamines called wakey pills to bomber command crews. Yeah, they did. In fact, they still do it now for some troops.
Yeah, they do.
They just don't make it public. Yeah.
Oh, we had to. We were flying overnight missions across the Indian Ocean and stuff like that, and we had to do that because there's no other way to stay awake. There's nothing to look at, and you're out of radio communication.
Yeah. Julian says, laugh out loud, Sonic. There you go. So, if I do 2 of them at 90 mil. Sonic says, dress a certain green ogre up in an N-word uniform and make him a Panzer Shrek. That'd be good. Except he'd have to be in armor, wouldn't he? Because Panzer means tank. Julian says, laugh out loud, Sonic. But that does give me an idea. I do have a German tank that I could do as a Shrek type vehicle. Julian says, laugh out loud, Sonic. Amelia, easy fellas, the more you upset Gary, the more I have to do to cheer him up. I'm sure he wouldn't complain. Gary says, this is going to sound wrong, but I'm sat here doing hand exercises so that I can get back to the bench on Thursday and hold a brush, etc. Yeah, bless you, buddy. I'm not going to take the mick out of you for that.
No.
Not at all.
Mm-hmm.
Sprue's waving. Hello, Sprue.
Hello.
How are you doing? Julian, the N-words gave. Yeah. Sonic says, oh, just holding a rocket launcher. Yeah. There we go.
Do you know,
So
I might have the perfect model for that idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of my Warhammer ones, actually.
Ooh.
I'll go and get it. Give me a second.
Intriguing. Athol says, hello, Sprue, you're up early. And Amelia says, Gary Morris, wave, and I think that's a hug one. I'm not sure. It's a smiley face with two hands out anyway. She could be slapping him on both sides of the head for all I know.
Like a T-Rex.
Is that why he's doing hand exercises? Because his arms have gone all short and he can't reach anymore.
Yeah. That's why they died out.
Sonic says, stick a Shrek head on and paint it in the uniform, Tiff. Yeah, the problem is that she won't be able to show it on anywhere as well. So, So is anyone else actually building whilst we're doing this, or are you all just watching? If you're all just watching, I don't know. But it's crazy. It's strange to think that 9 months ago, we thought nobody would ever actually want to watch us, John.
Yeah.
Just chatting crap.
And 9 months later, it's confirmed that was true.
Yeah.
No, I think it's quite humbling, really.
It is.
Yeah, I love the interaction. I've said before. No word of a lie. That's why I'm here, because it's a lot of fun.
I certainly enjoy it. I'm always nervous about starting a new stream, though, like today, because I'm never sure how it's going to go down and if people are going to enjoy it or not. I do worry.
No. I'd have to create a uniform for him. But it's pretty much a giant ogre. He's got like a beard and...
Sorry, modders?
A giant ogre with a beard? That's Mikey.
Yeah. I just have to put a uniform on him. Somehow. Or I could just make it look like he's painted the uniform on.
Careful, John.
That is wonderful. Look at that. That's very, very cool.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah, even like the...
So if anyone wants... Sorry?
Yeah. He's even holding a person.
There you go. The possibilities are endless. So if anyone wants the sticker for this build, there's a link to the merch store where you will find the sticker and all the other stuff. Amelia says, "Not touching that joke, fellas. Men get mad when size is brought up." Duke says, "I like to watch." Yes, we know. He watches people whilst they sleep, and he doesn't get arrested for it. He's very good at it.
He actually gets paid for it.
Amelia. Amelia, oh my God, I was thinking that was Mikey too. Thank you, Amelia. I appreciate that. I think that was a compliment. I'm not sure. Athol says, "You're on loudspeaker, Mikey, as I apply second coat of gloss white to skirting boards around my lounge. Size doesn't matter, Amelia. It's all about the pleasuring." Ooh, we've turned into only beards. Gary says, "I'm always nervous about starting a new stream, but that's due to my age." Sonic says, "Aye, Mikey with a Scottish accent." Oof. There's the Redbubble store, the channel merch store thing. Yay. Kev says, "Morning all." Sonic says, "Thanks very much." You're welcome. There you go. Kev says, "Morning all." Good morning, Kev. Kevin, whichever you prefer. Right. So I'm going to saw this piece of wood. Yeah. So we've got some ends. Where is my saw? There it is. Oh, no, that's far too small.
That's what she said.
Ooh,
I was trying to act all grown up there for a moment.
That lasted all of about 5 minutes. I spent too long around Sonic, I think, Tiff.
Yeah.
Where is my tomato sauce? There it is. Aha. One tomato saw. Right. Ooh. June says, "Either a compliment or an admission of guilt, Mikey. It's a thin line." Yes. I dance on that line all the time. June says, "Morning, Kevin." Duke, there's another sticker. Beardy fans. Yes, I could do that.
Beauty fans.
Ooh, I could do one about Pagonophilia.
Run that by me again. Gonophilia.
Yes, it is an attraction to beards. Attraction to men with beards.
Oh, so it's a fantasy.
Kind of. Amelia says rutophilia is an attraction to redheads as well.
Oh.
Amelia says, "Yes, a compliment. I can completely agree. It's all about pleasure. As long as you remember to return the favour." Wink, wink. I don't know what you mean. I've been married 10 years. Kevin says, "Call me anything but late for dinner." We'll probably call you Kev. I like Kev. Paul says, "Oh God, there's a John STFU sticker." Yes, there is. In fact, there's not only the stickers, Paul. There's the cups and the T-shirts to go with them.
Yeah.
And the mouse mats and all sorts. So you
and
could
guaranteed to fade slower than Tamiya sticker, so get amongst it.
Yeah. So when what you could do is you get a cup, so when you comes around visits you, you could sit there and walk in with a cup with John shut the F up on it. Sonic says someone in chat needs a cold shower. Ooh. And Sonic says, I have one of them, Paul. Amelia says, oh, sorry, Sonic. Oh, don't apologise, it's fine.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's been worse than this before.
Yeah. As Gary says, see what happens when I'm away. John tries to be all grown up. Nurse to the bench.
Sprung.
Oh, I was thinking of you last night, Gary. I was watching the Crimson Fields.
Ew.
Maybe think about you. No, it's a drama about World War I field hospital. Julian says, I was trying to act all grown up there for a moment. I tried that once, John. It's not for me. I got a headache. That's what she said. Julian, Gary, the word is tries. Amelia says, I'll behave if it's upsetting Sonic. It's not upsetting Sonic. He's just
Sonic is the worst of us.
Yes.
And the best of us.
Yes. I wouldn't say that.
Sonic is the devil on our shoulder. That's what you. I like that. Sonic's the devil on our shoulder. Sonic says, Amelia, I'm only joking, don't worry. And then Amelia puts a laughing face. I thought, behave, Amelia, as long as you don't mention red weeks. Oh dear. Anyway.
So here's a question for the viewers. As I mentioned, this is it's got the internal structure of the ball tank. Now it says to paint all the frame and these wheels and everything. So it's multiple colors actually, but the guts of it, like the rings, and all the substructure, it says to paint all white. Because I'm modeling it off a cricket ball, instead of painting this all white on the inside, I was going to paint it like a cork color because cricket balls are cork on the inside. What color do people reckon I should do this one? A contrasting color to cork? Yeah, maybe I don't know, a primer, red brown. What do people think? Let me know.
There you go. And I'm back. I do love that tomato, it's really good. Gary says, Mikey, I have told you I'm not that effing old. You're not far off, though, my dude.
No. Yeah, it's his best one-liner joke.
You're only born, what? 45 years after that program was set? A lot closer to it than I am. Sonic says, I'm blaming Julian, so I get off the hook. We all know he's just as bad. Yeah, Sonic, you're the sort of devil on our shoulder. Julian's the imp. He's the little cheeky one.
Oh dear.
There you go. Julian, I was thinking about this last night. Thinking about you last night, Gary. There's a treatment for that, Mikey. Electric shock, I think. Yes, my wife has that. Gary Morris, don't forget to like and subscribe. Oops, sorry.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, fighting words.
Yeah. Julian, John's describing his ring structure. This could go badly. And there's the level for the day. Amelia says, Brown makes the world go round. Mexicans. Oh, dear. David says, Gary, you're in Alm's house because of your age. Duke, I think that core colour sounds good, John. There we go.
Thank you, Duke.
Athol says, John, reference priming, try Vallejo Hull primer and then use mediums of red. Yeah, that actually sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
Vallejo Hull red.
Yeah. I will do that.
There we go. Amelia, you said don't mention red, so I mentioned brown. All I like. Julian, Sonic, my brother from another mother. Laugh out loud. Yeah. The terrible twosome. Julian, morning, David. Yeah, morning, Dave. Sonic, you need a new character now, Mikey. A devil with a blue mohawk sitting on the dragon's shoulder. Athol says 1 brownie point to me.
Yeah. More like a ready point, but yeah.
Yeah. Whatever float you bought. Amelia sent a kiss to Athol. Gary says, if inside of your ring is that colour, you should be in bed next to me. Ooh, Gary.
Is that an invitation? Or?
Amelia, just excited he said brown. David, all flying visit while I wait for my food to arrive. Then once I've scoffed it, I'm back on with my VR. Ooh,
Oh, okay.
So, when I'm making bases, what I do is I cut the wood to length and then I glue it on. But to make sure it stays secure, once it's glued on and set, I turn it over and I drill holes through the base into the wood. I put glue cocktail sticks into it so it anchors it down properly. So then that way it won't warp. Julian, you like the colour of this ring that much, Gary? Do you two need a room? Sonic says, oh, the depravity in here. Me and Julian need to raise our game now. Paul says, John, go for realism. Gunza Aqueous H403, anus brown for the ring structure. God. What have you started?
Oh, well.
Right.
As long as you send me a reference photo.
Excuse me?
At beardedveteran.co.uk.
No, don't send this to my email address. No. Oh, no, wait. That's not my email address. It's closer.
That's why I said it.
I do have an email address, but I don't want pictures of people's backsides sent to it. Gary, request. Please read my last comment again, only this time correctly. What was your last comment?
Oh, yeah. That was the one about you should lie down if your anus is a certain colour.
If the inside of your ring is that colour, you should be in the bed next to me. Yeah. That's what I said, wasn't it?
Except you said ooh afterward.
Sonic says, we need space theme then. What's the colour of Uranus? Oh, God.
Hey, you can't
because
blame
that wouldn't
this
get
time.
taken down.
Yeah. Someone else started all this. You cannot blame Sonic this time.
Yeah, we can.
I know. I don't. Athol says, yes, Sonic. Aussie birds and Scots need to be closer. Amelia, Sonic, you said something about an anus. God,
that's pretty cool.
Julie says, is that a challenge, Sonic? And Amelia says, brown joke. Chug says, can I send a reference photo too? No. Sonic says,
another one.
Planet, I hope you.
Stop sending reference photos.
June says, Gary, you meant the bed next to mine, as in the next bed. Yes, not next to me.
Oh, yeah. Subtle difference.
So Gary said in the bed next to me, which is how I read it. But that sounds like he's saying he wants you in bed with him. But he meant in bed next to mine, as in the next bed. Kevin says, seems we're into the butt of all jokes. Apparently so. Sonic, you never know, Julian. Oh, dear Lord.
Crikey.
Oh, there we go. Right. Kitchen roll. Oh, that'll do. Put that back on. Yep.
Seems I'm going to have to get the miller pot out.
Ooh.
There are quite a few holes where there's been bubbles and stuff.
Nice. Carrie has put a pink Mr. Whippy. Amelia says, "Is she upset I raised him up? I didn't mean to make it difficult." No, we don't take offense on here. As long as you don't break the YouTube rules, it's fine.
Hello.
There you go. Right.
We've already had a mishap as well.
Julian.
Oh,
how did you do that?
new blade.
That was silly.
Well, new knife as well, to be fair.
Yeah.
I don't like the fact it's pink.
Julian says, polishing my halo. I have no idea what you mean, Sonic. No, it's not a curtain ring sprayed gold. Probably not. Duke says, Sonic and Julian, surely you have more jokes in your arsenal. Amelia, don't worry, I don't have pink poop jokes, only brown. Lovely. Typo. Julian, no, we don't take offense. The garden gate's much more useful. True. Gary says, just realized I could sing my heart out today and you can't stop me. Well, that's true, but Marion might have something to say about it.
Mm.
So, if I do that one there. Sonic says, gold ring, Julian. Amelia says, I'd enjoy hearing him sing. Is he as good as me? I'd say he is pretty good, actually, to be fair, Gary. He's a good singer. And if YouTube didn't have a problem with it, then I would let him do it on here. Because I do actually quite like this.
We've done lots of singing and we haven't had a problem with YouTube. So I reckon Gary should come on here and give us a rousing chorus of, let's say,
Sweet Caroline
Sherbet singing How's That? Oh, that'd be all right. Oh no, it was a Little River Band, wasn't it? How's that? Mr. Fire to cut you out. How's that?
I don't know. I'm not that old.
It's an Australian band. Everyone knows them. Oh, sorry, my mistake.
Oh, yeah. The only Australian band I know is Savage Garden.
Yeah. I haven't listened to Savage Garden for a while.
Sonic says, don't mention gold rings in front of this hedgehog. Julian, Benji may join in Gary, or he may cover his ears with his paws. Athol, no one is better than you, Amelia, not even Taylor Swift.
Who?
Duke, easy, Gary, you'll set Benji off. Amelia, everyone, I have some great news. I'm finally tired of telling poop jokes.
That's a shit.
Julian says, Hagrid singing is pretty good too. Yeah, it is. I like Hagrid singing. Hagrid singing is like it's like being tucked up in a nice, warm, comfy blanket. It's very soothing.
And then thrown out of a 3-story window. No, I don't know.
Athol says, John, was that Men Down Under? Oh, yeah, that's another one I know.
Yeah.
Sonic says, poop jokes are crap anyway. Amelia says, oh my God, Savage Garden cheers me up when I'm sad. I used to listen to Savage Garden all the time as a teenager.
Yeah, good songs.
Yeah. There's only one I won't listen to, but I won't go into the reasons why.
Okay.
It's not that I don't like it, it's just the memory around it.
Oh, that makes sense.
You don't need to
I
explain.
thought so. Sorry?
Says you don't need to explain.
Oh.
I'm drinking something else tonight for being different.
Ooh.
I'm drinking an orange red.
An orange red?
I knew you'd ask. So it's a Gartleman, Joey, from Orange, made in Orange, New South Wales. It's a Merlot.
Ooh.
So it's an orange red. Red from Orange.
Nice.
Well, yeah, it is.
Are you enjoying it?
Sure.
Cool.
I don't know. I think
It didn't sound so enthusiastic.
Yeah, their first sip, I'm just sort of like, oh, it's got a little bit of it's like, you know, well, to quote Monty Python, a bouquet like an average in his armpit. But I probably can't say that sort of stuff anymore. It's an Appalache on Control A, especially grown for those keen on regurgitation.
John, what are you on about?
It's a Monty Python skit. You know, a lot of people poo-poo Australian table wines. This is a mistake.
Ah.
At the after party, they were digging them out of the sewers every half an hour. So I'm putting on an Australian accent for that. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should just say it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, we couldn't really tell the difference anyway, to be honest. But
particularly funny because I don't have an accent.
Well, obviously. Gary says, I have an extensive and varied repertoire. I could start with some Diggy Diggy Hole and then build up to finish with Shake It Off. There we go.
Okay.
Sonic says, Affirmation is a brilliant album. Yeah.
It really is.
Julian says, laugh my ass off, chair farty pants. Athol, when I first heard AC/DC, I thought, had one of them had an electric shock? Dave Cummins says, at Hobart Muddy.
Yeah, that's a one.
Go to John. Julian, I love Men at Work. Really?
I could watch them all day.
Yeah. No, you got to have something to do, haven't you? Julian says, recently bought their album Cargo on CD. Had it on vinyl originally. Dr. Heckle and Mr. Jive. It's a classic track. He loves the world except for all the people.
Yeah. But Overkill, I think, is my favourite song of theirs. It's bloody brilliant.
I used to like 10cc.
Can't say I'm overly familiar. I know of them, but
yeah, they did like Dreadlock Holiday and things like that, didn't they?
All right. I think I might.
Oops.
Yeah. What have we got? Another hour? Yeah. I'm going to step away, paint a couple of things so I can glue these together.
Okay, buddy.
So what I'll do, as I did yesterday, if anyone was watching, which I probably won't, is mute myself, change the camera, and just proceed to the spray booth.
Yeah. Sonic says, accent just puts me in mind of Kevin B. Wilson. Who that is. June says, the group Mikey, depravity is me and Sonic. You're taking our job. Laugh out loud. Gary, Plato, they say could put it away. Half a crate of whiskey every day. Aristotle was a bugger for the bottle. Yes.
This was fond of his dram, and Rene Descartes was a drunken fart. I drink, therefore I am.
Yes. Eindecker, who was a boozy beggar. Sonic, we're being made redundant now, Julian.
It's the one.
Athol, fact, Mikey, 10cc name came about due to one of the band's misses being pregnant by 10cc's of juice. So the band got its name. There we go.
Oh.
10cc's is 100 milliliters.
It's an awful lot of juice.
That's what he said. All right. Won't be long. Well, as I say, I'll change the camera and shush myself. And the crowd went wild.
Amelia, Athol, my Amazon list thanks you. Come on. Stick in the right place. Julian, Midnight Oil are also a fantastic group, in my honest opinion. Beds of Burning was awesome. Never heard of them.
No.
Interesting.
You know, I got the warm soapy water and I got the toothbrush. I forgot to get all bloody kitchen roll to dry them off. What am I like, my love, baby?
Ooh. 22 people watching and 16 likes. Cool. Julian says, John, the crowd was already wild. You not paying attention? Oh, dear. I've glued that onto it. There we go. So now they should interlock. Gary says, when he was young, back in 1900 and Frozen Stiff, he liked Transvision Vamp. Ooh, Wendy James. I don't know who that is. I'm only in my mid-30s. And the only reason I knew who Kylie Minogue was because I remember my dad listening to her.
My mum
into that kind of.
No, my mum always wondered where I got my love for like rock and metal because she loved like Westlife, Boyzone, and all that sort of stuff, and my dad liked his blues and country music.
Yeah, see, I love loads of different types of music. I love blues and country. I love jazz, classical, rock music, but I just don't like pop music. It just does nothing for me.
Mm.
Dave says, that was a fabulous album, Mr. Morris. Dale says, she was wonderful, Gary. Ooh. Sonic, finally got my 2 cams working on my OBS now. So it's all set up for when I can start building models. All I need now is a board to go over my mixer. There we go.
Yes.
Julian, Mikey and Tiff, I just put links to Beds of Burning in video links on Discord. Cool.
Awesome.
One band I do like, I mean, it's not an old band, it's a band that's still going, is Ferocious Dogs. I went to watch them at the Tivoli in Buckley. Because it's not far from us. It's actually round the corner from where my sister-in-law lives. But so I dropped Kay off at my sister-in-law's and then went to the Tiv with my mates. And we went to watch the band, and they're really good. I loved when they. It's quite a common thing to do at rock concerts anyway. Just playing Nelly the Elephant at the end. That was so much fun.
Ah, who was it? I can't remember who it was now, but they played SpongeBob SquarePants. There was like a video I saw on Facebook, and it's like, all old people think metalheads are dangerous and like stuff like that, and then it's just like the band playing freaking SpongeBob SquarePants at the gig.
Yeah, but they play it at the end to get the crowd jumping one last time, don't they?
Mm.
But it's so funny. Athol says, I grew up with big bands like Glenn Miller, then changed direction when I heard Black Sabbath. See, I quite like Glenn Miller. And things like that, and Vera Lynn. But I also like Black Sabbath. I'm very eclectic. Dave Cummins says, other Oz bands or singers, Jason Donovan, Natalie Imbruglia, The Vines, Empire of the Sun. I've heard of them, never listened to them. At least I don't think I have, unless I've heard them on the radio. Amelia, Wendy James, my favourite of hers is on the 1989 album, Baby I Don't Care. Yeah. Julian, I like all types of music with the exception of, in my honest opinion, C-rap. Some like it, it's not for me. Yeah. I'm not overly keen on rap. Paul says, one of my favourite Aussie bands at wedding parties, anything, betcha never heard of them. Nope. You're quite correct. Yeah. Amelia says, Glenn Miller, Transylvania 6500. 65,000, yeah. Chattanooga Choo Choo is another one. In the Mood. I've always loved songs like that. I love First World War songs as well. Like Mademoiselle from Armateur. That's funny. But apparently when I was a kid, there's I think it was about 5 or 6, and there's a market, the weekly market on in our local town. And I was there with my mum, and all of a sudden I disappeared, and she found me stood in front of a music stall, listening, just stood perfectly still, watching the speakers, listening to World War I music. And apparently the guy said to me he's never seen a kid fixated, fixated by just listening to World War I music. It's usually like pop music and things like that. So I don't know. Ooh, yeah, I love it. Sonic says, I grew up with a lot of 50s and 60s because my dad listens to that stuff. Like all bands, to be honest. Unless it's trap or garage, that stuff is rubbish. Yeah. Julian says, not heard of them, Paul. Evening, by the way. Dave, damn it, Mikey. I was just going to say, I need to be in the mood for Glenn Miller. Gary says, Akabilk, Strangers on the Shore. Athol says, Amelia's favourite song should be Glenn Miller playing Little Brown Jug. Yeah. Julian, laugh out loud. Athol. Duke, Baby It's You by Promises. Sonic, plural, if you're not careful, Athol. Amelia, the only song I hate with a passion is that Beatles song about drugs. We've lost so many great dancers to drug addiction. Yeah.
Yeah.
The one song I do like about that is Hotel California by the Eagles. Because it's sort of a warning to people about staying away from them. Julian says, laugh out loud, Sonic. I decided not to go there. I'll be impressed if I can get this base made by the end of the stream. 2 seconds whilst I saw.
It's all right.
There we go. Ooh. And of course, something has to fall. What was it? Okay. Sonic says, I said it, you thought it, so I said it. There we go. Amelia, funny enough, I always wished they'd make a movie version of Hotel California. P.S. Hotel Transylvania is a complete letdown. Yeah. I do like films like that. I quite like Disney films. But don't tell everyone.
One of my nieces is named after the main character of Hotel Transylvania.
Yeah. See, I like Disney films, but I like the original ones from when we were younger. I don't like all this 3D animation stuff. It doesn't do it for me. I like the fact that with the old 2D animation, it allowed your imagination to just escape.
Yeah.
It was escapism as well, is what I'm trying to say. Athol, with the real Amelia, please stand up. Please stand up. Peter, from this angle, it looks as if John is wearing a kilt. We're not in it for the absence of were it not for the absence of the pleats in the back. There we go. Dieter, personally, I like Hotel Transylvania, although it needs to grow on you. Yeah. Julian, there are a couple of songs I dislike. Oh Superman by Loney Anderson is top of the list. 4 minutes of a squeaky bike wheel and infrequent, insipid Oh Superman. Yeah. Millie says, I thought I can't stand up in chat. I'm just waiting for Julian to make a joke about that.
Yeah. It'll be the next comment you watch.
Yeah, of course it will.
Oh, no.
Ooh, I was lucky. I nearly got wood glue on my bloody microphone.
Ooh.
That would have annoyed me.
Yeah, can't be having that.
Ooh.
Right.
Oops. Stay there, you bugger.
All right, I will.
Amelia says, what does Amelia say? She says, speaking of imagination, I own Never-Ending Story on 4K and Labyrinth in 4K. Cool. My sister
Never
used
Ending
to
Story is one of my favourite novels. Absolutely amazing.
Never read it.
Oh, it's incredible compared to the film.
Well, most of I think pretty much all the novels I've got tend to be about war.
Yeah, so is this.
Yeah.
No, the movie is only the first half of the book, and the second half is where it gets good.
Yeah. It's like Sharp. The entire series of Sharp is only the first book in a series of like 24 books.
Yeah.
Sonic Kryptonite by Three Doors Down is a good song. Julian, nor can I, oddly enough. Well, I can, but it wouldn't go well. Sonic, what's that cutting map due to, or when's that cutting map due to a writer?
I have no idea. It said within 6 days when I bought it, so.
There we go. Amelia, Kryptonite, I prefer Superman. It's not easy. David Cummins, Never-Ending Buffet is one of my favourite meals. We've got one of them by us. An all-you-can-eat buffet. I think you pay like 20 quid or something, and you can just eat as much as you want.
There's a place me, Sonic, and my mum went to for my birthday last year.
Yeah.
All you can eat Chinese buffet. Oh, it's delicious.
See, I'm not a big fan of Chinese food, so I don't get much out of it.
They have English food there as well. It's just primarily Chinese.
What, overcooked Brussels sprouts and pumpkin and carrots with the colour sort of like soaked out of them.
Chicken nuggets, chips, stuff
chicken
like
that. Chinese, they make a bloody good meal. It was funny because I don't know. Well, maybe everyone in the stream has heard of bibimbap. I don't know if you have, but basically it's a they get it like a hot plate. It's got veggies and rice, and they put, say, raw meat on it, whether it be chicken, pork, whatever you want, and an egg on top. And what you do is you mix it all together, and as you're mixing it, it cooks. Like the meat cooks up, and absolutely delicious. So because there was another term that we weren't familiar with while we were there, so I looked that up, and then I thought, am I saying bibimbap the correct way? So I looked up a YouTube video, and he said, this is how you say this word. Bibimbap. Bibimbap. Yes, it's not hard. Yes, in fact, it's probably close to how it's written. And then the first comment was, I can't believe you made that video stretch out to 12 seconds.
Dave coming. Oh no, I've read that one. Divvy. Julian says, I don't like the live action versions of the original Disney cartoon films. Get some new ideas. Yeah, totally agree.
Correct.
They're making a live
I've
action
not seen
Moana,
one of them.
aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't see the point.
One of Beauty and the Beast, and oh my god, it was painful.
Well, my kids watched the animated one the other day, followed by the real action one. I'm yet to see any live action one. I just don't see the point myself. Like, I don't see the point.
Well, it goes back to what I was saying about 2D animation. You want to be able to suspend disbelief.
And it's just, the animation is perfect. Leave it. It's like, I was going to say Star Wars, but it's not perfect. And they did dick with it. And then they remade it as a new version, and it's still a bloody good film, though.
Bum. Amelia, 60s music, listen to? Yes. My mum listens to 60s music. I'm not a big fan of it. Gary says, now all you can eat Greek food, and I'm there. Well, there you
you're
go.
not wrong.
I'm not sure I've had Greek food.
No, me either.
Well, then you've not lived.
I think it's more of a worry about getting plates smashed over your head and things.
Well, that's why the economy is sort of broken, because they keep on having to replace the cutlery.
Yeah. Sonic, mixing chicken nuggets and chips with noodles. Whoa. I want to go back there now too.
We'll see, because it's only like 13 quid a person.
Yeah. June says, by the way, Amelia, I'm in a wheelchair if you don't understand my comments. And no, I didn't. And very, very rarely take any offense. Yeah, he's good like that. Amelia, I had a horrible experience at a Chinese restaurant. Mistook the red sauce to put on my ice cream, thinking it was strawberry sauce. I'd never seen so much come out of me all at once. Sorry, but that's...
Oh, that's fantastic.
Oh, that's brilliant.
See the one we have here in the city. They have it separated, so they have like all the hot food, and then like they have like a little soup station, a little salad station, and then all like the dessert stuff is separate to all of that, so you can't mistake anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Need one more button, I think. Oh, it's just too short. Yeah, need one more button. Julian, I saw the live-action Jungle Book. In my opinion, not a patch on the cartoon. Yeah, I get it. You want to be able to
cartoons are
suspend
bloody
belief,
perfect. Leave them. You know,
yes.
No one ever said the cartoons suck. They need to make a sequel.
Yeah. Like this whole thing about putting trigger warnings on them and stuff like that. Disney films. They were fine for kids for the last... I mean, you look at Snow White. That's nearly 100 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's about 80, 90 years old, Snow White. And it's been fine for the last nearly a century. So why do they need trigger warnings on it and remaking for the new...
Yeah, well, they remade it anyway, didn't they? And they called it Snow White and the Huntsman.
Yes, I'm yet to see that again.
It wasn't too bad. I've not watched the second one though.
Mm-hmm.
Sonic says that means we're the rock and roll of this group, Julian. Literally. Amelia, Julian, I don't judge. I'll call you Hot Wheels. Dave says, okay, meal finished. Gonna love you and leave you. Take care all. Have fun, Dave.
Cheers, Dave.
Enjoy the rest of your day, buddy.
Catch you later.
Julian, never asked to help with the washing up in a Greek restaurant. You'll be ducking a lot. And now to offend the rest of Europe.
Hey,
do well with that,
that's my turn. Batter up.
Gary says, Jake's got physio this afternoon for his broken back. Ooh. Is physio going to fix his vertebrae? Yeah. He's a lovely lad as well, isn't he? Bless him. Julian, I don't do that loop the loop bit though, Amelia. Not without a bone dome anyway. I can actually see Julian trying that though. I think he's got the courage to try something like that. Dieter says, is he progressing then, Gary? Sorry, what did you say, Tiff?
I just agreeing with you.
Yeah, okay. Makes a change. It's not used to having people agreeing with me.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. It's like we slipped into another universe. Graham's in. He says, "Good afternoon. Just popping in over lunch. Hello, Graham.
Hoi.
Nice of you to join us. Glad to have you with us." Dieter says, "Amelia, call him Professor. We have Logan, who called him Wheels already in the first X-Men movie. Haha. Well, that'd actually work because he does all our research and stuff whilst we're live." Gary says, "Not much, but hopefully this will be the start." Yeah. Sorry, John.
No, you're right. No, I'm just agreeing with you again. He does do that in the films. You see, the Oracle in a way.
Yes.
It's a reference to the Never-Ending Story.
The Greeks had the Oracle of Delphi. We have the Oracle of Beardy. Ooh, 13.9. Interesting. Not much, but hopefully it starts. Dieter, I like the live action of Beauty and the Beast. Lion King did not like the other ones, given they abused it in a sense for other reasons than tell the story. Yeah. But I just don't really. I didn't really like the live action of Beauty and the Beast either, to be honest. Julian says, "Courage is when you get away with it, Mikey. In my case, I think stupidity is probably closer." Dieter, Gary Morris, prayers up for him. Yeah. Sonic, still fun trying though. Amelia, if I'm to call him Professor, it'll give me a chance to play Doctor. Ooh. Dominic, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is a fairy tale that was recorded several times in the 19th century by the German brothers Grimm in their book Kinder und Hausmärchen. The original name is Schneewittchen or something.
There you go.
Wittchen.
So, just as an aside, the Brothers Grimm fairy tales. That's what is on the side of my little Fokker biplane. So that's the Seven Schwalbians, and it's not a particularly good story, which is why it hasn't sort of like no one really knows it now. But it's pretty much the guys in the next village are so dumb, ha 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 ha. It's one of them.
Yeah.
It's not the best story.
Yeah. Dominic says the name is Low German. The High German form is Schneewittchen. Has been suggested, and today Schneewittchen is common. I probably butchered that, but I'm not German. I'm Welsh. Dieter says, and scale models for vets has Dieterpedia. Haha. Not really an oracle, but close enough.
Dieterpedia. I like that. It rolls off its own. Oh,
yeah.
Just like
Sonic says, "Ooh, matron." Dieter, Amelia, what kind of doctor? Ooh. Carry on, doctor. Oh, I see.
I'm a simple lady, doctor. I'd like to be wooed. Oh, you can be wooed if you like with me. Those films were pathetic.
Carry On were brilliant.
Wow.
Carry On Constable, I like. And Carry On England, Carry On Constable, and Carry On Sergeant. My favourite ones.
I've got one of them here and I can't remember which one it is.
Yeah, I've got the whole box set. Gary says Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, a story about some random bird who shacks up with 7 blokes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dominic says Wikipedia is my best. Wikipedia is my best friend.
Sure is. It's good.
Amelia, the very first Disney film is skipping. The very first Disney film I'm skipping is the remake of Lilo and Stitch. I'm taking them redoing the entire story and characters very personal. It'll be the second most changed reboot. Snow White is number 1. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And Snow White has flopped before it even hit the screens.
Well, somebody must enjoy it. I don't know who.
They haven't even they've already had to put it back by quite a bit, haven't they?
I don't know.
It's been getting such bad
I think the Sonic movie had to be totally redrawn. I think because
Yeah.
the trailers came out, everyone said that's not Sonic, so they had to totally reinvent the wheel. And now it's one of the biggest selling stupid sort of animated tie-in sort of films. Apparently, again,
Yeah,
not seen it.
They're on Sonic 3 now.
Yeah. Jim Carrey does very well in that.
Probably, he is one of my favorite actors. But I've not seen it, and I'm not feeling the need to rush out just yet.
Yeah, I was going to say I've not seen the Sonic films either.
And I've watched them, but only because Morgan puts them on when he stops over.
Right.
And he's a 13-year-old, so
yeah, that's fine.
It's acceptable.
We're not judging.
Yeah, it's acceptable to watch kids' films when you have kids.
No, it's acceptable to watch kids' films if you want to watch them.
Yeah.
Some of them are fantastic, like that Cloud with a Chance of Meatballs. Oh, it's one of the perfect films.
One of my favorite programs is one called Count Duckula. I got the DVD box set of it. My sister got it me because I used to watch it when I was a kid, and my sister got it me for Christmas a couple of years ago. And basically, it's a vegetarian vampire duck, and he lives in a castle with his nanny and his butler called Igor. And David Jason does the character voice of Count Duckula. And it's all about adventures they have trying to save their castle and things like that, and trying to fight this guy that's a vampire hunter called Von Goosewing.
Speaking of which, so there's 3 geese that are down. If I drive into town, a lot of time there's a cricket oval on one side of the road, and it's a swamp really. So it's owned by ibises, 3 geese, and about 1,500 bats. Anyway, today I named the geese. I call them Arthur, Neville, and Chamberlain, because we shall have geese in our time.
Aha, very good. June says, or not a doctor of medicine, a PhD in something else. Ooh. Got quite a lot of comments today. Graham says, carry on up the Khyber. Classic. Yeah. Dieter, Amelia, Doctor Doom, Doctor Who, Doctor Strange, Doctor Druid, Doctor Fate, Doctor Von Unverlichtheit, or something. Dr. McCoy, Dr. Crusher, Dr. Bashir, Dr. aka EMH. There we go. Julian, Graham, the burpers. Yeah. Dieter, Doctor, the professor is in. Go and cure him from within. Okay. Amelia, Gary, a queen being peed on by a girl with 7 midgets. They needed to cast RuPaul, and no one would have complained, as RuPaul is the most beloved queen in even my parts. Okay.
Not a big RuPaul fan.
Who's RuPaul?
Drag queen.
Oh, is that one of those TV things again?
Yeah, RuPaul's Drag Race.
I should be embarrassed that I know who RuPaul is, but don't know who Taylor Swift is.
Yeah, I don't watch TV, so.
Neither do I. You still get adverts and stuff on YouTube.
I don't, not like that. I get adverts for stuff like history programs and stuff. I'm not troubled by mindless crap on my YouTube channel. June says, Doctor and the Medics Hagrid. Apparently I'm losing the power of speech. Dieter, I don't like Lilo and Stitch, personal flavour, yet agree with Amelia. Some movies need not a remake or a live version at all. I agree. They need to come up with new ideas, not rehashing old ones. George says, hello all. Hello, George. Welcome back.
Hello.
Amelia says, Dr. Love. Yes, I love Kiss. My favourite group of painted gentlemen of all time.
I've seen them
Sonic.
live. They were
Have you?
great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Download Festival, I think it was 2015. Oh,
Ooh.
they were amazing. They were one of the headlining bands.
Oops. Come on, stupid lid. Sorry, just pour myself another coffee.
It's all right.
That's good. Sonic says, after I decided to use the name DJ Sonic because the in-laws called me Sonic due to my spiky hair, the first Sonic movie came out and people thought it was because of the movie.
Oh, that makes sense.
Amelia says, I was made for loving you, baby, and you were made for loving me.
Ah, now I've got that stuck in my head.
That's a song, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
It's one of the, it's a song from Kiss. And
Am I allowed to sing it?
No.
whoa.
You can sing it in the green room afterwards.
No.
Why not?
It's live or never.
Dieter says, my darling Amelia, you just made my day, another rock lover. I like rocks, especially igneous and battles.
Oh, I'm a metamorphic man myself.
Sandstone's not bad.
Great band. Great band.
Did you know the War Memorial at the Contingency Operations Base, or what was a Contingency Operations Base in Basra, was made from sandstone, obviously, because it's in the desert. And the National Arboretum decided that they wanted to make a memorial to those who lost their lives in Iraq, British soldiers who lost their lives in Iraq.
Sure.
So what they did is they wanted to bring the War Memorial from Basra over to the UK, but they realised that because it was sandstone, it wouldn't last more than a couple of years because of the weather over here.
Yeah.
So what they did is they crushed it up and used it as the hardcore for the War Memorial. So if you go to the National Arboretum in the UK and visit the Iraq War Memorial, the Operation Telic Memorial, then underneath is the original memorial from Basra.
Nice.
I want to go there one day. I think it'd.
To Basra? Thought you'd been.
No. The memorial at the Arboretum.
Yeah, I get it. Poor attempts at humour again. I do apologise.
Yeah, I think it would. It could give me a little bit of closure. I think, if that makes sense. Yeah, I think so. Julian, Duckula was hilarious. Best scene was when Duckula told Nanny to try using the door. She did by smashing it. Yes. She was like this really clumsy woman that was like overprotective. Like if you imagine a nan, a grandmother, who's so protective of their 20-year-old grandchild that every time they get somebody upsets them, they still like give them massive hugs and try and coddle them and everything. And they're always making them sandwiches and things. Graham says, good afternoon, everyone. Bit late popping in today, and it's just started to rain. Well, what better weather for watching us, eh? Listening to us talk crap. Sound like a lorry outside. Gary says, no, Marley, he would have called the breakfast, dinner, and tea. Yeah, probably. Sonic says, vegetarian vampire duck. I remember that showing my age now. Yeah, it's funny. Sonic says, Danny LaRue and Lily Savage were hilarious. I remember Lily Savage.
Yeah, so there was a YouTube video where Paul, I can't remember his name, the guy who played Lily Savage, was preparing a meal for ducks or something or other, so for animals, and just mixing it up, and he was just like dry retching and stuff like that. We thought it was the funniest thing we've ever seen. It was only after he died that we realised that Lily Savage was a thing, because it just popped up on internet searches and stuff like that. So I started watching some of the interviews that he had done as that character, and that's world-leading stuff. It's as good as Dame Edna.
Yeah.
Absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, he was good, wasn't he?
National treasure, I reckon.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Dieter, Gary Morris, John is a Hobbit fan, so breakfast, second breakfast, lunch, dinner, supper, afternoon tea, and a fancy ale for him.
Oh, you're
Yes,
not wrong.
and there goes his waistline. Gary says, Mikey doesn't watch TV because he's too busy doing live streams. That's true.
That is true. So I'm now doing, 4 nights a week with this guy and girl.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I'm enjoying it so far.
Yeah.
Good.
Who'd have thought when you got married all those years ago, you'd be spending most of your evenings with a Welsh guy,
with a random bloke on the net.
Yeah, that's like nearly 20 years younger than you.
Yeah, like she walks in the room and like hears me saying, "Oh, let's have a closer look at that. Oh, show me again, Mikey." And she walks out of the room.
How old are you exactly, John? I forgot.
Now,
yes.
I am 56 and 2 days.
So you are exactly 20 years older than me.
I am your father.
No, my dad was 23 when I was born.
Right.
10 cc's.
Dieter, George, which way did he go? George, yep, I am that old.
Which way did he go?
Hagrid saw Kiss live 15 times, ended up working backstage twice. Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
The coolest live music experience I had was being a photographer for a local music festival. That was so cool. Because I was able to, like, literally, as they were performing, I was leaning on the stage to get the photos and things.
Nice.
Like leaning on the edge of the stage and stuff to steady myself. And like standing at the back of the stage so I could get photos of them with the crowd, in front of the crowd and everything. I could basically go wherever I want as long as I didn't actually go up onto the stage. Hello, Willow.
At least she's not eating my hair this time.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Dieter also says, P.S. have seen the Scooby-Doo movie with the Kiss band members. Hilarious.
Yeah, it is a good.
Yeah. Hollywood is run by money, and financiers won't risk new ideas just rehash old ones, probably because it's sold last time. Yeah.
Yeah, but that
Sonic,
doesn't make sense either.
Yeah.
For instance, case in point, so obviously Peter Jackson and the company, well, Howard, what's his name?
Howard Hughes?
No, the guy that was done for doing naughty things to ladies. The producer. Anyway.
Oh, Harvey Weinstein.
That guy, yeah. So they made a lot of money with the Lord of the Rings films because they're absolutely fantastic. But then, of course, they go back, say 10, 12 years later and say, hey, we've got an idea for another round of movies. We're going to do The Hobbit. And they're saying, we don't think they're going to make enough money and all that sort of stuff. I'm just thinking, Hollywood, they can blow it out themselves, I think. And give us something original because I'm tired of Marvel movies.
Yeah. I like Marvel movies, but there's only so many you can do.
Well, I'll stop watching after the... what's that guy with a cape? Captain Stupid or Sensible or whatever he's called. What's he called? Mr. Marvelous? I don't know. Yeah, some thing.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm just like, God, show me something else.
Captain Marvelous.
Doctor Strange.
That's not like the worst superhero ever.
Yeah, I just showed my interest in those movies then.
Yeah. So, having a proper look at this kit, this is the backside for the dog. And it has...
Oh, you'll need to zoom in, I'm sorry. It's very small.
I know. I don't know if this will zoom in any further. No, it won't. But yeah, the dog literally has balls.
But how does that identify?
By
Sonic,
the ball.
Strange in the Night was apparently the basis of Scooby-Doo. Amelia, puppy power! Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I did like the film of Scooby-Doo that they did. That was funny. Dieter, I Was Made for Loving You is, by the way, from my birth year. Just tell you how much of an evergreen the song became. Even at Tomorrowland, it is treated with supreme respect in mixes. There we go. Julian says, Scrappy-Doo Amelia. Yep. Amelia, OMG, now I've got that song Strange in the Night stuck in my head. You want to try listening to Diggy Diggy Hole?
Oh, yes.
Sonic says Scooby-Doo, bidoo, bidoo, wah. Okay. Amelia says, yes, very good. Gold star for you. Sonic, not a lot of people know that. Sonic! Thanks, Amelia. Being a DJ helps with random stuff like that, I guess. There we go. Oh, I've got so many comments. Athol, hang fire. Where is Jim with from Chicago today? Anyone seen him? No, I haven't. He's probably having a lie-in. It's like 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock over there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Amelia.
Our stream start 4 or 5 o'clock for him.
Yeah. I don't blame him for having a day off, to be honest.
No. I probably didn't realise because obviously the last stream was Steph. Obviously, I mentioned that there wasn't going to be any more Tuesday streams. So you might not have realised there's one today.
Oh, do you know what? I'm sanding this piece of wood. I just remember I got bloody... Oh, keep forgetting. Got that sanding tool off Penny, didn't I? This one.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting about that. Amelia, I know a piano man who plays it every chance he gets. I know another that loves to play Tuppence from Mary Poppins.
Oh, I love that song.
Yes, that's an amazing film, of course. I've not seen not remake, but the sequel. Heard good things, but I've just not gone
there. Gary says, sitting here this side of the screen for once makes me realise how much rubbish we talk.
Is this the last time you'll be a part of this?
Yeah. It's changed his perspective and he doesn't like it.
You guys suck.
Amelia says, he's afraid we'll blunt the knives. Athol, now you know how I feel, Gary, and it's brilliant watching paint dry. Julian, Duckula's nanny was a massive northern chick, by the way. A bit daft. If Duckula told us something, she'd say, that's a good idea, and promptly screw it up. Think chicken baldrick hybrid. Yes. And she always called him Ducky Boos. Dieter, I'm 45, but before this year is out, I will be 46. There you go. So you're 10 years older than me. Dieter says, hello, Willow. I hear you. And now see you.
Yeah.
Tiff, if I ever get into a live stream with you from home, we will let Willow and Loki meet up. Deal?
Yeah. I thought
there you go.
She'll probably jump up on my shoulder or something. She's always around somewhere.
There we go. I've got to say, if Penny's... I mean, I don't think Penny's watching this, but I really appreciate that they get me this as a surprise Christmas present. Problem is, I can't get into the bloody attachments. There you go. Dieter says, oh, I've read that one. Stupid boy. Sonic says, I love the stupid voices of cartoon characters like Cow and Chicken, Wacko from the Animaniacs, and is still my favourite, though. Yeah, Animaniacs was fun.
Oh, yeah. That was hilarious.
Julian, Willow is showing her opinion of the stream by showing us her backside. No, she heard Amelia talking about brown holes. Amelia, I know Moby Fact. Guess what kid film, Harvey Weinstein, we have to thank for it being made? 1995's Casper. I remember Casper as a kid.
Yeah.
When was I? 7 years old when it came out. Sonic said, it's her way of saying get on with it and STFU John.
Yeah.
Gary says, what about a series of 3 veterans movies? I don't think anyone will watch that. So.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, hang on. We've done what? Until this week, we've done 3 live streams a week. Me, you, and Gary. For 9 months.
Yeah.
So 9, 18, 27. 54 episodes, roughly. 54 hours.
God.
Well,
No wonder Gary Morris faked
that's
having a
wrong.
stroke.
That's wrong. Stupid boy. So 3, 7, 4, 12, times 9. 108 episodes. Times 216 hours. There we go. So we have done 216 hours of content together this year, John. God, over the last year.
Jeez. Crikey, blimey, mother of God.
And it amazed me that people still watch it. I mean, a lot of people who are in here today are people that have been watching since pretty much when we started.
Yeah. It's
Dieter says, Gary, good idea. We can call it Weathered Leather. There you go. Julian, reference to Hobbit. Jackson knew the book wasn't long enough for a trilogy. He wanted to do 2 films. The financiers made him do 3. That's why there's so much filler crap. Yeah,
that's true. But,
Dorkosaurus is in.
Yay!
He says he's in the same time zone as me. It's 6:43. There we go. So it's 6:45 in the morning for Jim.
so yeah, he's probably just not realised there's a stream then.
And he says, good morning, everyone. Julian, it's 6:43 in Chicago. Agreed about Jim having a lie-in. I can't say I blame him. Amelia, since you're saying the chat fast, try saying supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. There we go. I'm Welsh. We're used to words like that. Athol says, Dorka morning. Dieter, going off folksies, time for the next meeting on this end of the screen. Okay, buddy. Have fun at work.
Yeah.
Cheers, mate.
Julian, I will achieve level 55 this game called Life in May. Maybe it's time to read the destructions.
What's that now, buddy?
You're 55 in May. My sister's born in May. And he says, oh, for sake, now I have Boney M's brown girl in the ring in my head.
The Wiggles sang that. Or sung it.
Dieter, Julian, trade you with blah, blah, blah for Armin van Buren.
Well, let's have a
Julian
rousing chorus of Oh Superman by Laurie Anderson, who married Lou Reed, one of my favourite artists of all time.
Yeah. There we go. Julian says, morning, Dorkosaurus. Sonic says, 3 vets like the 3 Stooges crossed with the 3 Amigos. And Gary says, first film, but 3 veterans do maths. I'm still not caught up with the chat.
Oh my God.
Amelia says, thinking back to Harvey Weinstein, a film about a glowing bald boy whispering in the ear of an unconscious girl, can I keep you? Makes a lot of sense as to why he made the film with Christina Ricci. Yes, it does, thinking about it.
I don't know which film that is.
Casper.
Oh, is that? Oh, no, I've not seen that.
there's a scene in it where Casper the Ghost, when Christina Ricci's character is asleep, he whispers in her ear, "Can I keep you?"
Yeah, but all he
think
did was
about-
finance the films. He didn't actually have any
Yeah.
input on it. Well,
But
that came out wrong, didn't it?
Either way, he's in prison now, so
Yay.
sucks to be him. Like, kill the battery on this.
All right. So, all this is I guess the power unit driving, from the gearbox, driving the wheel that spins the big rubber thing around the ball tank. And as you can see, what in the instructions it calls for Russian green 4BO, because I don't make Russian tanks. I've just painted it it's a RLM something or other, but it's just a light green, a German sort of light green. And as you can see, the whole power unit, drive unit, goes onto, that's the first frame that fits across, athwartships the frame, the big sort of running ring and stuff. So yeah, so this, as I say, all these bits in the instructions are to be painted white. I guess it's because it's going to be dark in there, and so you can see what's going on and everything else. As I said earlier, because I'm making mine look like a cricket ball, I'm going to paint the inside of this a corky sort of color. So, just a light brown. But so what do we think, ladies and gents? Do you think the whole frame should be a light brown, or do we think this should be maybe a whole red or white or the cork color? Or that green color? We shall see. I don't know, because it's all pretend.
Yeah, well, I'm out of things to do because I need to wait for this super glue to dry. I've left some bits off just because otherwise it'll be too difficult to paint.
Mm-hmm.
To get into some gaps.
Julian says, more like the Three Amigos crossed with Full Metal Jacket, Sonic.
How much time do we have left? Ooh, 7 minutes.
There you go. Athol says, "You're O." Julian, Mikey, remember these Chinese place names? Challenge accepted. Athol, you're all youngsters compared to me, and this year I turned 27 again, aka 72. Sonic says Oshita Trio.
Oh, he's gone again.
Athol says Creamy White John. Oh, that sounds wrong. Very wrong.
Yep. Okay.
Julian. No, not Chinese. This is from NS. Yeah, I'm not reading that out. That's just gibberish.
Oh.
Gary says, Mikey, Marion wants to know what's that thing you're using with the flashing numbers. It is a portable nail polisher, but it comes with sanding bits and stuff. So it's cordless, and you switch it on, and you can change the power setting. There you go. So it goes up to 30. And you can change the direction of rotation and things like that. And it comes to these little... Basically, it's a cordless Dremel with a power pack. Oh, I've just read that one. Julian. This is the original one, South African. Yeah. Twee buffels, meetgens, scoot, most, Geschiet Fontaine. I don't know. I do have a South African friend, but I don't speak South African. Sonic says, "Read it, Mikey. You're used to it being Welsh, remember?" Yeah, but it makes sense in Welsh. Julian says, sorry, New Zealand, not NS. There we go. Amelia, everyone, I'm cringing when Megan 2 comes out because guess what the villainous dancing girl is named? Yes, she's named Amelia. I keep pondering what backup dancer did I upset to be the inspiration. Who knows? I'm sure he didn't upset anyone. There we go. So I'm just going to put this away. Put this last piece on. That made sanding so much quicker. Should have done that from the start. I do love that. It's brilliant. One of the best tools I've had.
Wonderful.
No, we've got 4 minutes left.
We have. We have.
Indeed.
So I'm just going to put this last piece in before we do everything. So you've got a few minutes.
I'm just waiting for super glue to dry.
Ah. Julian says,
what did he say? 1, 2, 3.
There we go.
if any of my carers do all my calls in one day, I always ask, who have you upset?
And Athel says, Tiff, to speed up CA glue, use activator. Yeah, I keep meaning to get some. I just wouldn't know where to start and which ones to get and that, because it's just, funnily enough, a shop that pretty much no longer exists in the UK. Wilco's. There's just Wilco's super glue. I bought a packet of like 5 of them for £1.
Yeah. Let's put this middle piece in.
Yeah. And Sonic says, one of the best tools I've ever had. That's what Scoutmaster Kevin once said.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, oh dear.
He'll never change, will he?
No.
Oh, bang on 80 mil.
Hope he never changes.
Yeah. He wouldn't be our Sonic if he did.
No.
Hashtag kissy kissy.
The humour is one of the things that attracted me to him.
Of course.
Oh. See, I don't
So
know.
what brings you here then?
Yeah, I don't have that problem because I don't have a sense of humor. I just say stupid crap. Sonic, one of the best tools out. Oh yeah, I've read that one. Oops, sorry. It's because I've been doing it all episode, all show.
I know.
Amelia says, Scoutmaster Kevin now serving a life sentence with no cookies, but all the footlongs he can handle.
And Sonic says, kissy, kissy.
Yes.
And a big shout out to Scoutmaster, the better looking Marley, and yeah, hope you enjoyed that jamboree and no children were harmed in any way at all.
I forgot Paul's a Scoutmaster, isn't he? You're a Rotarian now, aren't you, John?
No, I haven't joined Lions Club. However, well, more of that later. Oh, crapulent.
Nearly done.
Oh,
Sonic says, did he consent to the cookies like he did online? And it's all in caps because he keeps forgetting he puts the caps on.
Oops.
Julian says, I was fitting a handle to a trowel in metalwork in school once. The teacher asked if I was enjoying myself. I says, yeah, riveting. Amelia's asking who the kissies are for. Me. It's also a little joke. Oh my god, that could be a sticker.
Hey?
Put kissy as a sticker.
Yeah, I can do. I can make some more designs. That's fine. I've got nothing better to do.
Better look at Marley says, I deny everything. And Sonic says, for everyone. And he also says, kissy stickers.
Perfect. Now I can stick some glue on there. Put one there. And some on there.
Come on then. The cat's screaming at me for no reason. And now she's attacking me. What are you doing? You bugger.
Right. That's that one. Yeah, that's about straight.
Sonic says, I can get one tattooed on my butt. And here's me thinking you wanted the 100% Scottish beef tattooed on there. No, seriously, he wants, as if he's being branded, 100% Scottish beef tattooed on his butt cheek for some daft reason.
That sounds great. That's funny.
Right. I'll get through these last comments quickly. Amelia, of your design is kisses, mine is lick. Hang on. What's going on here? Right. Athol, Sonic, not that way inclined, but thank you. Yes, we heard that from your next door neighbours, Amelia. Heard it through the walls. Amelia, Athol, oh, I was wondering who that was. I heard cheering. Sonic, I'm actually thinking about getting a tattoo there, a butcher brand style that reads 100% Scottish beef. There we go.
Yeah.
Julian, Paul, if you're in denial, you'll have to move to Egypt. I know, not up to down to my usual standard. There we go. Right, John, what have you achieved today?
Well, okay. So as we pointed out, or as I pointed out at the start of the stream, so my what I'm doing is a Kugelpanzer from Miniart, but not as shown in the instructions. I want to make it look like a cricket ball. So anyway, I've got the 2 drive rings done, and the engine I haven't weathered, obviously. Sorry, what? What? Hey? What did I say? Anyway,
2 drive wings.
yeah.
Drive rings.
Drive rings.
Mm.
Drive rings.
Yes.
Okay. Funny, is it? Okay. Spoken like a true Remy engineer. Anyway, so so the engine, gearbox, and drive unit, power unit is there. But as I say, I haven't done any of the weathering or anything at all yet. So that'll go on cradles. the wheel would be driving the rubber around in between these two and stuff like that. So yeah, it's off to a start. It's off to a start.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's me.
Well done, John. And what about you, modders?
I've got them all, because it's all resin, I've had to wash them all and clean them all up and fill in some tiny little holes that were in there from bubbles. But they're pretty much ready to go into primer.
Yeah.
I find that adorable. Hang on, I'll dim that a little bit. There we go. This is a little pug.
Yeah.
That's cute. So yeah, they're just ready for primer now. And then I can start painting.
Oh, there you go. Sonic says 100% Scottish beef on one, kissy kissy on the other. There we go.
Yeah.
My uncle had a pair of eyes tattooed onto his backside. Because he was always getting into fights with the police, because what he used to do is, as the police were going past, he would pull his pants down and moon them whilst he stood outside the pub. So he decided to give them something to look at.
I was thinking about getting the Batman sort of, like, you know, the one from the Batman Begins, that sort of thing,
Yeah.
as a tramp stamp, but, you know, above my Batcave. I never went for that. No.
Amelia says, hold the scotch whilst I handle the beef. Ooh. Sonic says, giggity. Amelia's laughing or smiling. Athol says, Ian Botham would be proud of you, John. There you go. Cricket ball. Paul says, John, is it finished yet?
Too soon. Too soon.
Julian, have to leave, folks. Kara here. Great stream as always. Thank you, buddy.
Jeez,
Thanks for joining us. Mr. Morris says, see you Thursday, hopefully on the other side of the camera. Yeah, so it'll be good to have you back, mate.
Yeah.
And Amelia says, link to Gary's channel. The link to Gary's channel is, have you got it, modders?
Yeah, I'll get it.
So Gary's is Friends of Models for Heroes, and John's is Scale Modeling Twins. Sonic, A letter B on each cheek, Mikey, forcing the question, who the F is Bob? So what I've done today is I've made a base for my diorama.
No trouble.
Yeah. So that will go on there. And then it'll have the grass sort of here and the water. So I need to build a frame to go around it as well.
Very cool.
Yeah. It's nice and it will be nice and solid by the time I finish. So if I switch cameras over. There we go. There you go. Tiff has put in Friends of Models Heroes YouTube channel. It's fledgling, really. There's a few videos on there that Gary's done, and one I think that one of the other members of Friends of Models Heroes done.
Yeah.
That's John's YouTube channel. He kind of does floaty things like turds and stuff like that. He puts
Cool
videos
art.
of him sat on the toilet. Tiff put hers up as well. Dark Side Scale Modeling. There we go. Cool. Well, thanks for joining us all today. It's been quite a funny stream. Oh dear. Arse biscuits. That's just wrong.
Yeah.
Only Sonic could come out with that. Right. Thank you all for joining us. Me and John will be back on Thursday, hopefully with Gary, to do the Fokker build at 11 o'clock in the morning.
It'll be our last Fokker.
Yeah.
It should be.
Yeah, it's the last episode, isn't it?
It depends how Gary, whether he's able to get. It doesn't matter if you finish, Gary. You know, you've been part of it, so yeah. I should finish mine.
Yeah. Well, it'll be the last episode, but we're not going to tell you what the next build is until next week when we start it. So that should be fun. Yeah. There you go. Amelia has subscribed to all 3 floaty things. I deserve that with all my poop jokes. Very
Yes.
good. Sonic, the 3 floaters. Right. See you all on Thursday, 11 a.m. UK time, whatever time it is, John's time, and whatever time it is, Chicago and America
Yeah.
time.
So
Cool.
11 a.m. is 10 p.m. Sydney time.
There we go.
There we are.
Yep. Say goodbye to me. And that's banners. Right. See you Thursday. Bye.